This area looks like it kind of sucks. I might try over there. There's that one, see that one truck sitting there? They're stuck at that light. It looks like a rich area, the shopping center back there, but I don't know. Might just end up going back over there where I was. I just kind of got antsy because of the, that's not the only time I've been approached. I've been at that Starbucks twice already. People have just walked up to the outside seating, looked at my bike, and I'm checking them out. Then they walked into Starbucks and were scanning the crowd to see who was in there, spotted me. Hey man, you got a cigarette? I'm like, no, I don't smoke. Twice that's happened. Kind of never seen anything like it. It's kind of creepy around here for that. I feel like you're getting stalked. And that's what it was. The guy saw a bike. It's obvious. A bike with all kinds of bags. Guy's probably homeless. He's inside Starbucks. I'm going to go in there and ask him for a cigarette. Leave me alone. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. I've got scattered around around the country, different family members. My mom, two of my sisters, they have 100 hours of videos on SD card that I've filmed on little, action cameras or whatever. And I just don't know how to... Nice. I see you. Yeah. I don't know, like I'm downloading these videos using my phone, but it's frustrating because I'm not doing anything. It's not that exciting, and I've got 100 hours of videos of me going on cross-country bike trips all the way from LA to New York City, cruising around all the town. New York in New York City's kind of exciting. Got a gang of Washington D.C. That's kind of trippy too. All the monuments, Chicago downtown. Seattle, through the Rocky Mountains of Montana. I jumped a freight train in Montana. I got a lot of groovy videos, okay? So it's frustrating having these things that I'm downloading now, just me talking, sitting around doing nothing, 25 miles from here, my mom's got 4 SD cards with like 12 hours of my last kayak trip. But what I'm trying to say is that I just... checking out, I've got the camera, and I've got some videos that I've just filmed that I recorded that when I was in Chicago this last time, and in the motel room here in Arkansas for a little bit. And I took a train trip down here, so I've got the Amtrak trip and a few other things, on me. But I'm sitting there looking at the camera, and it's like, this camera's got Wi-Fi. What is up with that? I mean, that means you can get on the internet with this thing or whatever. So I started like, hey, I started getting on Google and YouTube. What's up with this Wi-Fi on this Vivitar action camera? And come to find out that there are apps that you can have on your Android, or if you have an iPhone, you have for iPhone. Kind of noisy over here. That you can connect the action camera to your phone and get the videos off the SD card on the camera onto your phone, and then once I did that, I could upload them to my YouTube channel. The only problem is I've tried like 3 different ones, and I tried the Vivitar app, and it would say when I was on my Wi-Fi app, it would say connected. I'd get it, say, oh, it would connect. It would even say the number that's on the camera of the device. So I'm like, okay, they're connected. So I'd switch to the app, and it would say failed to connect. So I'd hit it, and then it would say, I'd push the screen on some different functions, and it would say, okay, connecting. And it had this buffer wheel, and it just rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled for like 10 minutes. I'm like, what the hell? Finally, I just got on the app, and I was like looking at the reviews, and everybody on the reviews was saying, this app doesn't work. They were describing the exact same problem I was having. So then I tried another app, and when I tried to do that one, it said this app has a bug in it. And I'm like, I don't know, what do you mean bug? Delete. So I deleted both those apps. I got rid of them. But my point is, what I'm trying to say is that if I can find an app that works, that will take the Wi-Fi from the camera and attach it to my phone, using Wi-Fi, and I can transfer the videos from that camera onto my phone, I'm gonna have a lot more bitching video. I'll ride my bike immediately as soon as that happens. And there's even a day of no rain, I'll ride up to my mom's house, get all those videos, and just sit there and start leave there and and go to a nearby town, because I'm thinking about some of those littler towns up there. It's a rough gig around here. There's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of gangs. There's a lot of the money's not that hot, so there's a lot of desperate people. I mean, a lot of it's their own fault. Hey, listen, when I said that 50% of the drug trade is supported by panhandlers or homeless panhandlers, I didn't mean that 50% of the panhandlers are on dope. I don't know what the number is on that. It probably is. Might even be more. I don't know. But the ones that do buy drugs buy a lot, All I know is the cops pay attention to panhandlers, especially the sign flyers. I have that problem all the time. I can see it happening. I'll be hanging around, and after a couple of weeks, I start getting approached, and it's obviously they're exploratory, contacts. See what this guy's into. Yeah. Hey, I want going on a sack of speed. Why would somebody do that? Because they're a police informant trying to get out of trouble. They got themselves in a jam and they're working with the cops to keep them going to jail, or they're undercover. Yeah. But anyway, I'm done talking about that for now. I'm going to keep trying with this. If I can get the right app to work, because I've got some SD cards that it's got some stuff on there that's not that exciting, but I'll download a couple of those just as a tester to see if it works. And if it works, as soon as I get a break in the weather, I'm riding up to my mom's house. I need those SD cards. I figured out how to get those on the internet using my phone through Wi-Fi. And I might hang out up there. There's a few towns that I might be able to get away with panhandling there for a while. I think those small towns, it's legal to panhandle all over Arkansas. But I think what they try to do is the traffic. They try to go, listen, you can't be this close to the freeway. And all the roads are called freeways in Arkansas. So you have to sit 100 feet away from the intersection. You're out in the middle of you're down the sidewalk 100 feet from the stop sign or the stoplight. And most of the cars are behind you. They passed you and they're behind you. Instead of you sitting right at the intersection and everybody down the line sitting there looking for you, and if they want to get out $1 or whatever real quick as they're going by or call you over, the psychology, the dynamics of it gets totally changed when they pass you and they're not even looking at you, you're behind them. But it might take them who knows how long before the cops will finally get around to being proactive enough to come up and go, hey, you can't be here. By the time they do that, it's too late, if they ever do that. I mean, they did it to me in BB, and the year before, I sat there for 3 months doing that, and nobody ever come by and told me no. So, there's a couple other towns nearby that look pretty juicy. And it looks like they might be not quite as rough. The only problem is, the bigger the town, the easier it is to find a place to sleep and to get away with it. The smaller towns, sometimes those are good too, man, because the cops just start looking, but sometimes those small towns are real hairy for trying to bivouac outside. People are all over it. And it's a problem. Anyway, I'll let you know how it turns out. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to download every app I find until I find one that works. And if I get one, and when I find one that works, it is on and cracking. These videos I'm uploading are going to be a little bit more interesting if I can do that. Way more interesting.